So here's a couple of little tips to streamline your production process. I've seen Chris Lake and Sorley both do this. So this is nothing groundbreaking, a lot of producers do this, but yeah, if you just get a drum rack, and I'm just going to duplicate that. So let's type in some samples. I'm just going to use some Vengeance samples and start out with my kicks. And I'm just going to grab those and then drag them into a drum rack. And then when I now go to the drum rack on the MIDI clip, I can just draw in my kicks. 3, 4 kicks. And then, first of all, can you hear how there's a click? Even if I lengthen the note, there's a little click at the end of the kick. It's more obvious on the first one. And lengthening the note doesn't help it. So, if I listen to the first kick again, it's smooth on the tail end of it. No click. But on mine there's a click. So you notice here when I take the snap off, it's smooth. And the reason for that is because it's a 0 point crossing click we're creating. 0 point is just that center line in your sample. When we slice and it's not on the center line, without a fade it creates a click. But yeah. So then you can easily flick through your kicks, and hopefully this would be a bunch of kicks that are all your favorite kicks that work for the style that you create, you know, tech house, whatever it is. And then let's say that's, you know, a group of kicks that you like. So what you can do then, you can then save that, and this could be called favorite kicks. And there's your favorite kicks. So next time you pull up a track, you can go favorite kicks, and there's all your favorite kicks. And then if we do this again, we can, let's go, I don't know, and this is obviously just an example. You'd be taking a bit more time and building up your rack, you know, not just banging a load of hats in. It'd be your favorite hats or hats from a certain pack or something. Duplicate that. Get rid of that, and that one. So now we've got hats. And there you go. Obviously you can flick through them, and therefore it saves having to have, you know, subfolders with all your samples in. So you can just have a drum rack saved that you pull in every time you have a new track. So you might want to, I don't know, do the same for claps, etc. So then you might want to update it. So you flick through, you find some new kicks, drag that one in, and it saves the time of having to kind of do all this. So then let's say you've updated it, you've dragged a few new kicks in, you know, you can save it again as, you know, kicks 25, or, you know, you could go October 25. So you can have as many of these as you want, you know, keep updating them, but it's making your production process much more time efficient, you know. And then obviously you can also delete them, so just delete them, that's it. It's not like they're taking space up like sample subfolders would, and then all the confusion of deleting them. So you've got a new track, get your favorite kicks, pull them in, and you're ready to go. You could call them tech house kicks. You could have, you know, different genres. So you're just speeding things up at the initial creation process. You can get going, you can get ideas flowing, making everything a bit more efficient. So something I seen Chris Lake did, he had them named in packs. So if I type in the noise you one, find the noise you ones, and I don't know, I can just grab the noise you hats and use them, you know, and then, you know, save as noisy hats. So you've got them there ready to go. You can just crack on and start working. And yeah, there's a million different things you could do. You could do, you know, favorite kicks, 2025 claps, 80s stuff, you know, Noizu hats, Noizu kicks, whatever, genre, styles, pack name, year, month, you know, loads of different things you can do with it. So yeah, I hope that helps.